triadic means that there are three distinct parts to something, but they interconnect. It originates from the Latin word triad, which also means three. Today, this speech is inspired by my past mother-in-law, Minnie. Rest in peace, Minnie. Minnie is of Japanese descent, and her mother once told her a story. There is a beautiful picture of she and her mother on their inglenook, and she had told me that Japanese women have three or more faces, aka masks, that they present to the world over their lifetime. And this is both physically as they age, but also emotionally how they engage in social norms. They have a different look and a different appearance. I found this to be fascinating because it doesn't just lend to Japanese culture or women. It's universal. We all wear different masks in different types of situations. Madam Toastmaster, friends, welcome to Triadic. Today in this icebreaker, I will be sharing the three specific personas as per Japanese culture, and then I will investigate those three for myself. Where I am at this stage of life, at this age, I'm 52 years old, and I own my own business. The first persona is our public persona. This is the one that is polished and manicured, how we show up to work and social engagements. In this area of our life, we look like we're all together. That's what we're presenting to the public, but there may be some aspects that we're holding back on ourselves. In this phase in Japanese culture, it's very important to have a separate public persona so that you can uphold social norms and keep things going in government and whatever politics or politics that happen within their little sub-communities. The second one is the intimate self. The intimate self is the one that they show to family and friends. It's a little more gregarious. We show more of our authentic self to our family and friends, yet there's still a little piece of us that's guarded. And we need to protect ourselves so that way when we show up in public, our fears and joys and emotions aren't just showing up on our face. We choose a face to present, and we keep those fears and hopes and joys kind of pushed down for more private moments. The third, this is the most fascinating, the hidden core. They believe that there's an aspect of our personality that we never want to show anyone. However, in certain stressful situations or alcohol, for instance, think about the professional woman that gets busted in the bathroom for drinking at lunch. She wants to keep that public persona, but something in her life is a stressor and that hidden core shows. And these are the things we need to look at in ourselves because they're there. We can't get rid of them, but we can learn how to control them better. And this aspect is an important one as well. Not only is it important to know that we have them, but it's important to integrate it because sometimes there's things in our personalities that are not always super dark that want to come out, and we need to be able to look at those with an open mind. In looking at my public persona, I'm pretty comfortable with this space. I've spent 4 decades working on how I present myself to public. I'm bold, I'm charismatic. I believe that joy is a choice, so I choose to put a smile on every morning to remind myself, because there are days that I don't feel good and I don't want to do things, but I believe it's my personal agency to not suck down everyone around me when I'm in a bad mood. So that's how I do it. I use my smile as a prompter to keep my face intact for the public. Next is our intimate self. This one is deeper and more complex. Even though I like to be super polished when I'm working, I really have a silly, fun, magical side to me. I love playing dress up. Half the picture you guys have seen, it's not even Halloween when I'm dressing up for things, because I want to create experiences for the people in my life. I'm not as much as a gift giver as a let's go to lunch or let me create a birthday party for you, because I do believe in magic. And the downside to that is people can think I overdo it sometimes, and I have to look at that. Sometimes I can spend too much money and put too much effort into trying to make my vision come to reality when I could have probably done something a little bit simpler. And because of that, I often feel judged by some people, especially my neighbor. She was always giving me that look like, you're dressed up again. So that's one of the aspects that I need to work on, my intimate self. Oh, the hidden core. I've been looking at this for 40 years. It's really hard to look at the darker aspects of ourselves. And for me, I find it super hard for me to juggle my work, my creative ideas, my family, my playtime. Sometimes I'll be in my office for 15 hours and not know it. And my friends are saying, aren't you going to come meet us? Are we going to go kayaking? Are we going to do something fun? So, in order to keep this aspect in check, I have now instituted that I do not work on the weekends. I may, in the morning while I'm having coffee, work on a small project, but I get out of my house every weekend, especially in the summer, because we have such a short summer here. And it's really important to do that for my hidden self, because it starts getting like, I want to drink or I want to go do something bad when I'm trapped in my office. So that's the reason we have to manage those aspects of ourselves. And then the big one here is I still care too much what people think about me. I fight perfectionism daily. A lot of people don't know that about me. Not so much with my look, that does happen because we're Asian women, but more so with my work, because I'm starting a new company and I just find myself judging myself against other work. And that can take you down a dark rabbit hole. So we have to be confident that the work we're producing is our own work. And we get these intuitive hits because there's a reason for them. And I found out, wow, when I can actually pull all the aspects together from all of my personalities in those rare moments, I can make magic. I can do things I never thought I could do before. For instance, learning how to do video production at 52 years old. Friends, in closing, I really encourage you to look at all your faces. See which ones are holding you back, what aspects are not letting you be your true self, and try to pull together the very best ones and make that your best self, the face that you intentionally choose. For me, I shared it's my smile, but there's things you can do in your morning routine to trigger and set up your day. So, what face do you want to present to the world? And imagine, just for a moment, if you had the choice to choose what face you presented to the world, the impact you could have, Madam Toastmaster.